as their two squads battle it out for our second game of our women's basketball matchup and our fourth and final game here for our seniors division.
But you can always count on Shane to fight no matter what her size is.
2-0 start for UST. Nice pass on the inside to Alma, and that was picked off yet again. Quickly up ahead here to Santos. To Pastrana, that's stolen by Espanyol. Right in the passing lane to Espanyol to the basket. And the first bucket up for FEU.
And that's something we could definitely expect a lot more of. Amaya has such high basketball IQ. She reads the passing lanes and able to get an easy 2 points for FEU.
Relikete fires from downtown, and that's the first triple of the ball game.
We know UST can be deadly from that three-point range.
Now Salvani back with the basketball. Villanueva gets it to Espanyol. She fires for three. That's good.
Amaya Espanyol, back-to-back points. And I know Coach Riza's ready to be back in the court. She's in tip-top shape.
I saw her eyes like she was waiting for that. That was a pass. That was a wicked pass by Abatayo inside to Villanueva.
One thing I'm loving that FEU is doing, they're being patient within their offense. UST's defense has a tendency to get the offensive team sped up, but they're playing within their own pace.
And Danganan with excellent pace on that trip gets a left-handed lay-in for two. 9-7, UST back up in front. Danganan gets a hand on the basketball. Danganan all the way off the glass and in. They're pointing UST's way.
Shim Abatayo, Danganan attacking, and then on this next possession, getting this steal. Struggling a little bit to get that ball, but once she was composed, she's
the types of possessions that you cannot let UST have here, Mel, especially with how they run the break and how easy they get points on the break, like Eka Soriano this time, an easy bucket there.
So when your guards like Shim or Espanyol are locked down, Yvette can step up and score as well. Just like that. Easy feed on the inside to Yvette Villanueva.
Lead is cut down to just 7 here. Possession back on the end for UST. Shot on the inside is a miss by Sherba. FEU couldn't get the rebound. Instead, it's Ambos who gets the turnaround jumper to fall. Eka Soriano playing her final year for UST, looking to end it with a nice touch. And that was a very nice touch from downtown. 10 seconds on the shot clock for UST. Ball finds its way into the corner. Now on the inside. Ambos with a move. Ambos with a shot up and in.
That is something that FEU needs to minimize. They already have 5 turnovers. Excuse me, make that 6 turnovers here in this first quarter alone.
Yeah, shot up and good by Ken Pastrana. That's a 3-pointer to go up by 16 here. Salvani just being hounded here by the UST defense. FEU looking for some spark here on the offensive end. A nice little pass by Salvani, and FEU finishes there.
And that is one way to get points, driving, and then whenever the defense comes to you, finding that open man.
Pastrana, the fake, steps into a floater, and that's good for Kent Pastrana. Well, FEU, I said they needed some spark. They found it there. Salvani.
So now that FEU has gotten some shots to fall, they need to get some defensive stops now.
Oh, and that was definitely not the stop that they wanted. Pastrana was wide open on that one, and the lead is back up to 15.
And we could just see the impact of Ken off of the bench. She already has 7 points.
Oh, and Alma swatting that away all over it.
Oma easily getting that offensive board and pass to the open Kent Pastrana. And then you've got to have some guns.
Santos gets it back to Pastrana. Pass on the inside. That's bothered and stolen by FEU.
Great double.
To Manguiat. Manguiat for 3. Bang, bang.
And that's exactly how you close a lead, getting nice stops like that and converting on the offensive end.
MJ Manguiat already with her second triple, and that cuts the lead down to 10. Alma, can she put it back up by a dozen? Yes, she can. as they are still trailing here by 11. Espanol right back with the basketball, guarded by Oma. Espanol has that shot blocked. Villanueva will pop, kick it in the corner. Abatayo drives baseline. Abatayo kicks it out. Lopez for the three, puts it in. FEU a chance to cut it down to single digits. Can't get it that time. Amaya has that shot blocked. The defense here, Lopez, she fires for three, can't go back to back. Espanol with the rebound. Espanol gets it to drop. In the second 10 minutes of play, Shane Salvani has an open lane that's rejected by Maglupay. Soriano uses the screen. The roller was nowhere to be found. And UST another open lane to the basket. This time it's Sherba who finishes at the rim. FEU has gotten their opportunities to trim this lead down a little bit, but UST just managing to pull it away just ever so slightly again, as that time it was Abatayo who cuts the lead down to 11.
And FEU, they're not doing a terrible job shooting from the field right now. They're shooting at 45%, so I think they need to focus on the defensive end right now. Try to make it hard for UST to get shots.
Pastrana couldn't get the three that time. Will settle for the inside. First trip down. Couldn't get it. Instead, she'll look to get 3 points at the free throw line.
That's just a beautiful cut.
With the rebound.
We saw in that possession, UST was in a 2-3, and I think it frazzled FEU a little bit.
Pastrana for three. That's not going to go. Oma the offensive rebound and the cleanup.
Oma, that was too easy for her on the inside. It's a luxury having such a big player in that paint to secure those boards for you.
Oh, Pasilang not minding. And one opportunity coming up.
But this has been the game for UST this season. Oma, but what?
That and one play that she had lit a little bit of a fire here for FEU. That three-pointer was no good that time by the Lady Tamaraws, but Max De La Torre with the basketball has 7 seconds on the shot clock. Sherba, she fires for three. That's good.
Tough shot by Kirill Sherba with a hand in her face.
Well, Sherba has been looking all night for that one.
And Bridget Santos off of that steal. Easy conversion.
48-34 is the score. 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Abatayo, a little showmanship there. That's stolen by Reliquete. Reliquete all the way to the rim. Reliquete for two by that UST defense.
Possessions like this, like from Bridget Santos, shows UST is just one step ahead of FEU, reading their exact move, their exact passes, and then converting on the offense.
And FEU quickly up ahead to Espanol. Espanol, that's blocked here by Bron. UST back on the break. Sherba thought about the triple. And Santos will reset here. Bridget Santos, the crossover, the floater, a patented shot by Bridget Santos over that shot.
Great defense. Straight up feeding into this Bridget Santos floater.
They always think that they're watching a slow motion shot there. Shot clock turned off for FEU. A chance at the final shot of the quarter, and Espanol. Salvani has options. Try to get into the corner. That's picked off by Ambos. Up ahead pass by Pastrana to the running Maglupay. Touchdown pass and finish.
And I think that's one thing she's worked on in the offseason. A little bit of more maturity in her game, slowing her game down, reading situations.
Salvani with a little up and under finish that time. As she gets the bucket here for FEU. Reliquete, she fires in the corner. Reliquete, another triple. Thought about the triple there. She'll reset. Abatayo, she fires for three. Off the glass and in. Soriano. Picks it up ahead, finds Pastrana. Pastrana will drive. Pastrana with a right-hand finish. Off the glass and in.
The long strides of Kin Pastrana gets her to the basket easy.
65-42 is the score. Salvani with a cross. Salvani the fake. Salvani with a nice move to finish at the rim.
Driving to the basket. And then Shane Salvani, a little sidestep, getting her.
Salvani with eyes on the shot clock. To the running Espanol. Espanol counted plus the foul.
They're getting the defense on their toes, and then they find that wide open.
Pastrana gets into the paint. Pastrana's floater bounces in.
And look at that, getting caught up on the screen. And then Kent with that nice jumper.
And Pastrana with it. That ball is stolen again. Trying for the double steal that time was UST, but couldn't get it. And it's Espanol who finishes at the rim. Onyanwa.
Just when you thought UST had secured that possession, FEU didn't give up, fighting back. And great job by...
14 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Tamaraws. Pasilang gets a shot off Alma, but it was partially blocked.
It's exactly like I've been preaching. If the inside's clogged, someone's open on that perimeter.
Santos gets it to Sherba. She fires for three. That's good. Turnaround jumper. Wild shot by Bridget Santos, but somehow gets it up and in. Batayo so far 6 points in the ball game with 5 assists. So done a really good job at facilitating for FEU here. But again, those shots that we know she can make has just not been falling today. And we know she can make shots.
Yes.
For UST. Kirill Sherba gets another bucket.
Kirill Sherba getting to the back.
In the ball game. Maglupay on the inside and a nice move off the glass and in. 78-51 is the score here. UST back with possession. Reliquete on the inside. Reliquete.
Everything working extremely well for UST. Reliquete creating space.
Time comes at you quickly. And time will come quickly here to FEU. And possession back here to FEU. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Espanol wide open for a nice lay in there.
Rather than play to keep that lead, and that starts with a quarter breakdown.
Sherba continues to add to that lead there. Gets another triple to her name. Has 17 points and her third triple of the ball game.
I think that's been a big adjustment that UST has made this season, is being consistent in every single quarter.
Here.
Kirill Sherba all the time in the world when he shot up. And then a steal on the next possession, continuing that momentum.
Can you believe that that was Kirill Sherba's first steal of the game?
Was it really?
It was her first steal. It was in fact her first steal. It does feel like each UST player has had at least 2 steals to their name, but that is in fact the first one.
And that's crazy because the way Kirill has been playing, the intensity she's been playing with, I thought she had 5 already.
That was a move.
That would have been beautiful if that went in. Definitely a highlight play.
Lopez getting a little bit involved with the highlights there. Off the feed from Abatayo as she finishes at the rim. Sherba looking to add to her already big game, and she does with a bucket there. 21 points for Kirill Sherba. Have yourself a night and take about 21 points and be a different team and be a better team with what they have learned against these matchups.
Score numbers like that, it's impressive. So I'm excited to see her development throughout these years with this FEU squad.
Minutes. Ball is stolen by Pescador. Pescador on the other end. Shot is a miss. Barbie Dahao on the inside and chipped in 14. And Maglupay with 11 tough points for UST as Dahao late night basketball with Nell and Kobe. Aaron McCallery